Here is how to manage your layers within your document through the Layers panel. So, the Layers panel is located on the right-hand side of the interface here, and we have some various options available to us on this panel. So first of all, when it comes to adding new layers, we have two options down here. We have Add Pixel Layer and Add Layer. If I add a new pixel layer, that adds a raster-based pixel layer, which I can then manipulate through the pixel persona using my raster-based tools, for example, the paintbrush tool. Now, if I just switch back across to the designer persona, I'll now add just a standard layer. And this acts as a container for all of our objects. So for example, if I were to use the rectangle tool and draw out a quick rectangle, it would be automatically inserted into that layer. Okay, and I'll just delete that layer for now and the pixel layer just by selecting them and using backspace or delete on the keyboard. Okay, so we can also manipulate opacity and blend modes. For example, if I select the scuba diver group here, I have my opacity option and I can just click drag into it to modify the opacity, and you can see the scuba diver on the document is disappearing and then reappearing. And then we can also modify the blend mode as well. So if I select the angular fish group and change the blend mode option here, I can cycle through all of my available blend modes until I find one that suits the purpose. Okay, and then we can add mask layers in order to show or hide content selectively. And to do this, we simply just go down here and choose Mask Layer. So then what I can do is select this mask layer and use various tools like perhaps the fill tool or the raster paintbrush tool in order to paint on and off the mask to show or hide content. And again, I can just delete the layer by using backspace or delete on the keyboard. We can also group layers. So for example, I have all of these pixel layers down here. If I just select one, then hold Shift and select all of them, I can right click and choose Group, or I can also go to the Layer menu and choose Group here. And then we can rename any type of layer as well. So all I do is just single click into the text here, and it gives me the option to rename it. So I will call this Background. And then finally, we can toggle layer visibility. And to do this, we just simply use the checkbox option here. So I've now hidden that scuba diver group, and I can show it again just by re-enabling the checkbox. And of course, you can do this to multiple layers at the same time. For example, I could use Shift and select all of these groups and then hide them all at the same time. So there we go, just a quick overview of managing layers on the Layers panel.